Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Blossoming Tarot. I am Gigi and this is my channel. It's been such a long time. It's been a minute, but I am back. Okay, so I'm doing readings. I'm just gonna start off with basically by the element. So this will be the air sign reading, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, only take messages that resonate for you. Okay, I do not know your personal business, nor do I want to know your personal business. Do not give anybody else the power of choice in your life. Okay, and if this is, you know, something that you're not interested in, then you can click off. But I am back, guys. Let me see what else. I haven't did this spiel in so long, so I'm trying to determine when I will be open up for bookings. I will soon, but I'm not sure when because I got a lot going on. Okay, but I want to come back. It's something that makes me happy and that I'm passionate about. So I am back, guys. Thank you for supporting me all this time. And I mean, literally, you guys never stopped sending me emails and messages like, can I book a reading? Are you open for readings? Can I book a reading? You know, but I used that time to really like pour into me. So I really needed it. And like moving forward, I'm not going to be as, you know, posting videos back to back and, you know, all that. So this is something that I'm doing and I love doing it, but I'm not gonna like overwork myself or what do they say, booked and busy or whatever, which is good. It's a blessing to be that, but I want to have balance with it as well, you know. So there we are. So this is the air sign reading for February 2023. I keep seeing the Ace of Cups for y'all. Okay, so that's beautiful energy, whether that is a gift, a show of love, a show of affection, realizing that there is a lot of love around you, some sort of, I mean, it is Valentine's, I guess, Valentine's month, the month of love, also Black History Month, but I feel like there is a lot of love around you. Okay, your focus card is clarity. So I feel like at this time, air signs, you could be searching for clarity or wanting clarity on a situation, or clarity is coming in a situation. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna grab another one. Holy Spirit, I just saw the insecurity card, and I feel like some of you could be in a situation, it could be either or, you know, where you are dealing with somebody who could be moving out of an insecure space, and you're kind of trying to figure out, like, what's going on with that. I feel like you're getting the clarity, or you're wanting clarity as to why somebody is moving the way that they're moving, and it's because somebody could be dealing with insecurities. Okay, if you feel insecure about a person, a situation, whatever, I feel that clarity is on the way. Okay, and you know, us air signs, we're thinkers, so we're always searching for clarity in a situation. Like, if something don't make sense to us, we're not, we ain't gonna do too much with it until it does make sense. Okay, and then look, you got the air sign card coming out in the air sign reading. So some of you, this may be you guys are trying to seek clarity within yourself at this time. Self-love, self-care, self-reflection, all those selves. Okay, yeah, clarity, air sign, and better. Exactly. Ooh, I like that. That's been my motto lately. I just keep getting better and better. This Ace of Cups can also be self-love. All right, but now you may be seeking clarity with another air sign, another Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right. You could be seeking clarity on something that happened during an air sign season, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius season, okay? But whatever the situation is, air signs, it looks like things are getting better, okay? And look, Gemini is popping up. Look, better and self-love. And then you have the blank space card, which is like the Two of Swords, which is kind of like being indecisive, kind of being back and forth on certain things. Yeah, and then healing. Yeah. Some of you are in hermit mode or are coming out of hermit mode. This is a really healing space for you guys. It's a really healing space for you guys. Okay, Let's see. See, look, Two of Swords again. So there's a lot of indecision. With the Knight of Cups here, this could be regarding some sort of offer or opportunity. You guys have water energy kind of floating around your energy, okay? And that is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this can also be your own emotions, okay? I'm getting a feeling of like you may be getting love offers or new opportunities, but you're kind of like close off to it because you're just like unclear on something. But it also may be that you're unclear on something within yourself, and so you're really just leaning into that self-love and trying to figure it out. But whatever it is, it looks like things are going to get better, okay? Let's see what's coming in for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. February 2023 for the highest. Yeah, see, the Seven of Cups is, you may feel like there's a lot on your plate, but the Seven of Cups is this energy of like emotions are kind of all over the place, or you're in a state or phase or a situation where you're kind of like, I don't know what's going on, okay? Again, this could be your emotions, or you don't know which decision to make, okay? The Hangman, love this. So the Hangman, again, Pisces energy. There's a little bit of a water energy here. But with the Hangman, it's like you're staying still until you get that enlightenment that you need. And then look, the Sun card is here. The better card and the Sun card here is just telling me that things are going to get better. If you're waiting on an answer, it looks like a yes. The Sun is the yes card. It's the happiest card of the deck. It's the card of healing. We also have the healing card sitting over here, all right? So some of you may need to get outside, get some sun. I know I can be like that. I'm a homebody, you know. But with the Hangman, I feel like you're getting your answers, a lot of clarity. The light is being shined through the fuzz and through the haze, okay, to where you know which decision to make and which route to go in. And that's so true. Like, air signs, we're very logical, and like if it doesn't make sense, we're not, you know, navigating the space. Also, I feel like with the Hangman, with the guy hanging on the back of the, like his foot is like he's on a tree. So I feel like you guys are trying to get into like a more grounded energy, you know, whether it's meditation. I also love that with the Hangman energy, this is seeing situations from another point of view, from another person's point of view, from another angle, you know. I really like that. From a different headspace, a different mind space. You're really getting a lot of clarity here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for February 2023. Okay, you have the Five of Swords, the Three of Wands, and then the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, so it looks like you guys could have just ended a situation that was kind of hurtful or painful in some sort of way. All right. With the Five of Swords, this is like manipulative energy. This is like winning at all costs, you know. This could be very thick energy, tension in the air, all of that. This is just not the most positive, basically the most positive energy to be in. It's very a controlling energy, but this is the energy of like, you want to win, but at what cost, you know? So you could be dealing with a situation like that, people like that, or have been dealing with a situation like that. But with the Three of Wands here being like the card on the end, this is opening up to more opportunities. But there's something here. The only reason why you're not moving forward on something is because you're unclear. And because with the Ten of Swords, you've been through hell and back already. You're like, I'm not signing up for that again. But there's a lot of positive energy here within the reading, and like everything is going to be okay. With the Three of Wands, this is, you know what? I feel like you have a lot of options, and I think there may be certain people who feel a certain way about your options, right? Or your answer to these options. So with the Three of Wands, I feel like you are keeping... This could be in love. This could be in anything. Like, you could have a lover or a love interest who's like, I want you to pick me, but you're keeping your options open. Like, I feel like just in general, air signs, you're keeping your options open to see, you know, like you're waiting for your ships to arise, but the ones that are like on your frequency and like that are resonant for you. Yeah, and see, with self-love and better, you're making decisions that are the best for you. And however somebody feels about that is just how they feel about it, you know. See, Libra, Gemini. Ooh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. See, the Five of Wands came out in the reverse. Even if the Five of Wands is you in your head trying to figure out a lot of different things, it's that energy is settling. There's a very grounding feel here, clarity here. Things are getting smoother, okay? The Five of Wands is also a lot of external energy. I feel like if external energy has been kind of like knocking you off your square, that clarity energy is coming in, and it's not, especially in the reverse, it's not as potent, you know what I mean? And you have the Five of Swords here. Let's see, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you decide not to do something. You got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So upright, this is like travel, messages, communication, things taken off swiftly. It's in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. It's the almost like the businesswoman. Like, she's looking at things in a very grounded, logical way. Sometimes air energy and earth energy gives me the same energy, because like if it's not for earth signs, they have to see it to believe it, you know. So I feel like you're in this energy of like, okay, it's a lot going on. And it looks like air signs, you're dealing with a lot of external energy. And because of that, you have a lot of internal, like, emotions, feelings, decisions to make because of what's going on the outside. But what it looks like is that you're staying grounded until you get clarity, and then you move forward, okay? And that's what that Eight of Wands is giving me. It's like you're grounding with the Queen of Pentacles. You're tending to your own garden. This is also the self-love, self-care card with the Queen of Pentacles. Very nurturing energy. And then you have the Six of Wands here, which talks about a victory, a success, moving forward. And it also talks about victory in like a public space where you are celebrated and you are loved, okay? And very interesting that the Five of Wands came out in the reverse, and then the Six of Wands came up upright, which is like you really overcame this Five of Wands energy, whether it's bickering, arguing, competition, whatever it is. Whatever it is. You got the World card, which is leveling up, going to another phase in life, graduation. Some of y'all could be graduating. Some of y'all could be traveling the world as well. And this is fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So let's see what else for air signs. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I see y'all picking up something, learning something new. Yeah. Look at that. The Devil in the reverse. Thank you, Jesus. So some of y'all could have been dealing with fears or feeling stuck, especially with the Eight of Swords. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Eight of Swords is feeling like you're stuck, but it's more so mentally. Again, there's just like this feeling of a lack of clarity here, but the clarity is coming, and it's coming with a level up, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is right behind it, means that the wheel is turning in your favor, okay? Again, with the Two of Wands, there's a decision you have to make. The Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands gives you the energy of reviewing the past, right? What seeds have I sown? What can I do better? You know, what fertilizer can I use next? You know, when should I go and look at these crops to see that they're going to grow or whatever? Like, where can I reap my harvest? I feel like for some of you, some of you are feeling, when am I going to reap my harvest? Page of Pentacles is the energy of learning. So it's the scholar, it's the student. So some of you could be learning a life lesson and you're applying it, or some of you could be thinking about going to school. This could be a training at work or something like that. But whatever it is, the seeds that you are sowing, right? You go from the Page of Pentacles, which is the smallest amount of pentacle energy in the deck, to the Seven of Pentacles, right? The most pentacle energy is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is something that is going to grow and that is going to mature over time, okay? And with the Page of Pentacles, again, that's like the student, the scholar, all of that. So that can have something to do with like reading, writing, whatever, you know, like school stuff. But it could be like math, business, science, sciencey, and for some reason I got medical as well. But with the Devil in the reverse, some of you could be leaving the Capricorn, moving away from Capricorn, or just getting out of situations that you feel stuck in. That's what the Eight of Swords is. Eight of Swords is feeling stuck, but as you can see, she can walk right up out of there. It's like she can go forward or backwards. So, you know, it's just like a mindset. I feel like air signs, you have been sitting in a energy of, could be fear, like I said. Some of you was connected to the past with the Six of Cups here. But whatever it is, you guys have come out of a toxic situation or something that was not positive. I love that. Yeah, love that. I'm trying to see what else I can pull out of this. But there's just an overall energy of like, you're waiting on almost like the dust to settle. It's a lot of external energy. It's like you're not the issue, if that makes sense. But it's a lot going on around you, and you're trying to ground, but you're also trying to focus. You're trying to get your victory. You're trying to get your success, okay? And you're also trying to learn throughout the whole situation or whatever you have going on here. But you're very focused on every single day, Page of Pentacles, day by day, focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself. I also see with the Eight of Wands in the reverse that you're not going to be talking to certain people. And what I'm seeing is you have specifically Capricorn and Pisces here. But I'm getting like water signs and earth signs. And there's literally like, there's a little fire energy here, but I'm seeing specifically Capricorn and Pisces. So let's see. Message for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for February 2023. Holy Spirit. The highest. Regrets. Yeah. What's at the bottom? Secrets. Regrets. There is something here about maybe you regret not expressing your feelings or something like that. The Eight of Wands in the reverse is like no communication or no movement. Now you can have, yeah, there's an energy here of like just learning from the past. Just learning from the past and then applying it and moving forward. But there may also be an energy where with regrets here, that people regret some of the things that they did to you. Okay, you could regret feeling like affected by other people's energy. Because right now I see you doing a lot of like self-love, self-care, a lot of grounding energy. And so like there may be this energy of regret of like, oh, I can't believe I let them get to me or something like that, you know? All right, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, February 2023. The highest good of all. I also feel like regrets is this energy of like, you don't want any regrets. You don't want to make a decision out of this energy. The 7 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords. You're in the Hangman energy of like, I'm going to make the absolute best decision that I can for myself. With the Devil card in the reverse, you're like, I'm not being stuck to the past. I also feel like there's this energy of like a little bit of mistrust, like, or distrust, where it's like, okay, just because I've known you from the past, just because we have history, does not mean. And you're moving in a way where you are focused on your 10 of Cups. You're focused on really creating a life that, soft life, you know, really creating a life that it feels right. It makes you very happy, okay? So you're not making decisions out of fear or out of codependency as well, because you're like, I don't want to make a decision. Literally with that Knight of Wands energy, like, you don't want to make any impulsive decisions because you just don't want to live to regret it. This is very air energy, very logical energy. You're like, no, I'm learning from the past and I'm moving slow. Page of Pentacles. Wow. Let's see. Air sign energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for February 2023. Let's see. You have worked through your feelings. Yes. And you have clarity. Okay. One thing about air signs is that we could be a little detached. Okay. So I feel like you are trying to work through your emotions and you're trying to get to the bottom of things, how you feel. I also feel like you're trying to connect to your intuition. It's just like really weird terrain. Even with attuned to the divine, this is the energy of maybe trying to pray, you know, trying to get clarity in some sort of way. Get these books. And this is the last quarter moon in Aries. And so Aries is an action oriented sign, right? And it's funny because the regrets card has that ram head on it too. So some of you can have Aries placements. Let's see, last quarter moon. Okay, someone has their feelings hurt. Maybe it's you. Deal with this upset, especially, but not only if it's on the home front. Whether it's going on right now, whether what is going on right now will get better if you take steps to make sure that no one is feeling that they've been emotionally run over. If you feel like your feelings have been trampled on, it's time to work through them and clear them. Then you can move forward towards your goals. It's hard to manifest when hurt feelings are in the way. Relationships, especially with family and or people you live with, are extra charged now. If someone is riding roughshod over your feelings, don't sulk. When someone upsets you, it's easy to wear your heart like a badge of honor, but that merely permeates the situation. Okay, so it says the manifestation affirmation is, I now choose to release all my hurt. So it is, and it makes sense because the devil in the reverse, right? Upright is like you're operating out of the flesh or the lower side, you know, whether it's your anger, your jealousy, your envy, whatever the heck, right? Being codependent on something or whatever. It's in the reverse. So I feel like you're really releasing. And this could be from the past. This could be from some sort of karmic situation, okay? Because the Six of Cups talks about the past and things like that. Let's see. What else does it say here? The crystal, these crystals especially work well for the sign of Aries. Red tiger's eyes, shungite, bloodstone. How do you say that? Prehenite and flame agate. So they're just telling you certain tools because this is connected to that energy, to Aries energy. Okay, so you're needing to work through your feelings. I'm also getting a little bit of like, there's people around you who regret certain things, okay? But also, don't move out of impulse. Don't be in the Five of Swords energy, that drama-oriented energy. And just attune to the divine. That's what I think. See, detoxify. I just think that you guys are in a state, if you haven't gotten clarity already, you're in a state of trying to gain clarity and get grounded and work through your, literally the 7 of Cups. Work through your feelings and emotions. Figuring out, okay, why do I feel that way? You know, whether that is a subconscious thing or whatever. It's just trying to figure it out. Some of you might have went left on somebody. You know? And I don't know. It's like, but I see you successfully overcoming a lot of this. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. Is there anything else? Number 23, regrets. Part of your energy is caught in regrets. You may feel you have missed something important, which brings you great sorrow. You may be regretting a choice you made and looking to turn back time. This isn't necessarily a good idea. Remember, but this is, I feel like, okay, let me just get it out. Remember, you always do your best with what you have. You always make the right choices when you make them on your own. These regrets give a heavier inner burden, which disconnects you from your inner beauty. They also create blockages inside of you, disconnecting you from your solar plexus chakra. Then you may be caught in an inner struggle, letting yourself be guided by negative thoughts. This isn't right for you. Take time to understand the source of your regrets. Write them down, then release them. This will allow you to create new space and new reactions. It's also giving me like self-forgiveness, like forgiving yourself, forgiving others. It was one thing that I was trying to say here, but the overall energy for you guys is you are trying to make the right choices. That's it. Whether this is an internal battle or an external battle, you're trying to make the right choices, and that's just it. So you're in that like slow and steady wins the race type energy, and you are definitely out of fear, okay, or definitely not dealing with a Capricorn or a Pisces here. Yeah, let me see. Air sign. Let's see. Creativity, fear, and ground. Yeah, I feel like my air signs like hit a little bump in the road, and you're grounding and you're moving forward. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. All right, send you guys lots of love and lots of light. Peace. Hopefully I wasn't rusty.